Alright guys, welcome to RetroRetracked. Today I'm going to explore some Star Wing. Now I don't have a box for this game, but it came with my Super Nintendo, and so that's the box I've got for it. It's some of the earliest use of vector graphics in gaming, and especially on a home console, because the Super Nintendo couldn't even handle this type of stuff. It's all about the FX chip that goes into the actual game. It's input to the into the cartridge, and it talks about it on the back here. Revolutionary new FX chip. And we got Star Wing, it says here. Now I know the game's called Star Fox everywhere else, but this one, for the Australian and UK release and New Zealand, they really wanted to emphasise the team, because you got Star Fox of Star Wing. Now this is the first game, and yet I'm pretty sure it's still already set after his father had versed Andros. This is already like his return. He's already come back, try and help everyone. Now I always like the pathing system in this game. You can take any order you want, and the coolest thing about that was that the credits would only show you the bosses you versed, and so some of the shortest games we'd have, you'd only have maybe 2 or 3 bosses in the actual credits, and that was kind of cool. I liked how they customized that for you, and like there would just be text without pictures because you did it that well. Now the music in this game is also pretty fun. It's kind of electronic and stuff, and I mentioned it in our top 10 music songs again as well.
Honestly, I thought you were talking about this song on that top 10.
Oh no, just the main theme, but I do love this one too. Now even though this game has a cockpit ability, I do like it like this. And I know it's hard to tell what's going on to some people, but I love it. The classic vector graphic, fly and shoot, everything about it. I didn't mean to steal your kill, Peppy, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Even back then you could do this, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah! I think I just nicked it trying to overcorrect. Whoa. You can speed up and slow down. I'm just trying to remember what the... Oh, that's brake? Alright. Oh no! So Y is shoot in this control, X is boost, and B is brake. I'm not dying. I'll help you, Slippy. Yeah! Now a lot of people haven't had the chance to play this game. Some have only played Lilac Wars. That's probably the only Star Fox game they've interacted with completely. It was at its height, and it was really well made, and everyone wanted to play it. Before the 64 version came out, they were working on a sequel. By the time it was about to come out, 64 wasn't coming around, so they decided to recycle a lot of the ideas from that planned sequel into Lilac Wars. I will explore that game as soon as I beat this boss, actually. We're going to go through this and show you something really wonderful. Now the game Star Fox 2 never got released. The game was finished, and it was put into warehouse and put into boxes, and that was it. But there was a leaked alpha of the game, well, as a ROM. Like, it talks about that here for you. It was fully completed, and they just wanted to upgrade it for the 64. They wanted to do the best they could instead of releasing a sort of, stretched game for the previous system. Why not go all the way out? It's important to note that someone has added things onto this ROM, and they have finalized it, and they have made it easily playable and really, really good. Lovely lady here got this for me. The fellows over at Time Walk Games, they're not in business anymore, but they have been reproducing ROM hacks and giving them the complete treatment: box, manual, cartridge, everything. It looks fantastic, and you can tell a lot of effort really went into it. This little manual,
shame that
you should have a look at that. That is really, really great.
Keeping in mind, I've never seen this.
Never seen this game. Look at this, full vector graphics with colored in segments. It really just, it captures that original 3D technology. The only reason why this one wasn't released on the Super Nintendo is because Miyamoto really wanted there to be a good gap between the 3D that was available on the Super Nintendo to the 3D that was available with the 64-bit hardware. So Andros is back. He's got like a robotic eye, even though I remember blowing up his whole body. This guy just doesn't die. Andros does not die. this is the way the game works. You've got your percentage going on for the damage to Corneria. It's real time. You're out there trying to do your missions, but the enemies are still attacking you. I think this is kind of how it worked in Star Fox Assault on GameCube, actually. Like, I think they wanted to recreate that feel. That one was an all-out battlefield that felt alright. I just was not a fan of the controllers when you got out of the ship. That's all. Fox and Falco. Early voice acting there. The good luck sounds the same as in Star Fox 1, but everything else sounds like what they recorded for Lilac Wars. So it's good to know that there are some things in here like that.
You're also on a time limit as well? Or?
No, it's not really a time limit, but it just feels urgent because things are happening. Alright, I'm going straight for this missile. Oh, that's all I have to destroy, just those 2 missiles. It's imperative to destroy these missiles because they will reach Corneria when you're not looking. They take off about 9% damage if they hit it. It should be guys to battle. Yep. 4 targets. Down to 1 already. Yeah. Look at that. What do you think that is? 7 seconds? And let's take out this battleship for you guys. Let's get out of the ship. This guy's annoying. Sure, take them all out. See, the aim isn't just wild. The fact that it takes its time to move around makes it easier to figure out how much you want to move it for the enemies. And there should be a bonus here. Some health or something like that?
It's your shield.
Ah, I see. You got your eight little shield people there. One thing that annoyed me about Lilac Wars was that you could only upgrade your blasters once. It didn't become the round spheres that go faster, and like how in the first Star Fox it did. But I'd say in this one there's a chance that there are still plenty of blaster add-ons. Let's transform. And war. The advantage to being on the ground is that you have full movement of where you're going. You're not just constantly flying. And left and right, turn the camera a little bit, making it easier to sort of strafe while you're looking like that. And it's fairly easy to control. Like they didn't try to make it too complicated. They just said, well, let's give it to them where all they have to use are these, but you still feel like it really works. So much props to Time War Games for making this. I'm very glad they made it possible so that everyone could play it on their on a physical Super Nintendo. So there we go, guys. That's Star Fox. Thanks for checking out RetroRetracked this week. We got a few more gems coming your way.